relationship with Target and his comments on Kaepernick. How did you feel about that personally?
All right, let's get into it right now. So we have Dr. Umar Johnson here. He is on Art of Dialogue, and now they're discussing about Jay-Z, the Jigga Man, and what he did in his comments that he had made. Oh boy, here we go. So let's go get into it right now.
Here's how I see it. First of all, he shouldn't have brought Colin Kaepernick into it. He should have left Colin Kaepernick out. Especially,
I definitely agree about that. I think when it comes to Jigga Man and the Jigga fans out there, they just love Jay-Z just to say anything. What's on your mind, Jigga Man? Let's talk about Kaepernick. Let's talk about Target. Let's talk about whatever's going on, Rock Nation. Let's talk about Damon Dash. Let's talk about this and that. So I think what happens in our mind frame is that we just love and just attracted to somebody who's just saying these things that are pretty much covering certain things that we wanted him to cover on, but we just are just okay because he has not responded to anything. So we're just happy that he responded to something. Let's go.
we found out that what he alleged to be true about Colin Kaepernick signing a non-disclosure, non-compete, was not true, allegedly.
Exactly, allegedly. Let's say that because for all legal reasons. Now, it's true. So that's one of the things, and I know the Jigga Man, what he'll do is spark some controversy because he knows that goes through the algorithm and we talk about it, and it could be not true, but we don't care because it comes from the Jigga Man's mouth that he hasn't said anything, so it must be true because holy ho, the Jigga Man said it, right?
So I don't think he should have mentioned Colin Kaepernick to save himself. That was kind of corny. As far as the Target boycott,
that was corny because now you're just evoking these other thoughts and feelings and what happened before Kaepernick and why go down that rabbit hole. Why Jigga Man? Why? This I don't understand. Unless there's a greater position, a sequence to it. I'm trying to connect the dots, but I can't find what I'm looking for. Help me.
I'm a little mixed on that. You know why? Black people are shopping at Target again. Jamal Bryant called off the Target boycott.
Black people are shopping at Target again. This is sinister, guys. Come on, we gotta sit together. And this is why the Million Man March is not here no more, because we're not on the same page, guys, because we gotta stand together, stand firm, So if that means not shopping at Target for your accessories, just do it, right? But don't we need leadership? So who is the leader?
Before Jay-Z's anniversary album came out, Pastor Jamal Bryant ended the Target boycott. It was over. Now, I do understand, Art, that there were some sisters who decided to keep it on. But once Pastor...
And that's why we have this mixed communication and we cannot get on the same accord. And this is a big issue in the Black culture committee. And we need to fix this, because if we don't do this, it's definitely going to be a setback for us. And we're just going to be divided. And this is what the CIA and the government system has implemented for decades, trying to infiltrate the core leaders or the core initiators so that the rest of the fold may fall.
Jamal Bryant ended the Target boycott. From what I saw, Black people returned to Target. Black people returned to Target. So for people to get mad at Jay,
they will return to Target no matter what. Let's not act like we're surprised at this, because again, there's no leadership, there's no structure, there's no person to come out in the fold and say this is what we're doing and to take initiation. There's none of this going on.
Target for the Reasonable Doubt album, when Pastor Jamal Bryant had publicly said Target had met the terms of the boycott, which I believe was a...
Now, I don't know this to be true. I'm just going off of Mr. Johnson's statements. I don't know. We have to fact check this, guys. This is where the Google search and the ChatGPT and the Gemini and the Claude research comes into place, where we can just fact check and check what's going on.
It's $2 billion pledge to Black businesses. I never saw that, and so I was a little critical of Pastor Jamal Bryant because I didn't see any proof to justify him calling off the boycott.
And he has every right to feel or be critical because he needs evidence and proof. He needs substantial, evidence or proof to go ahead and create some type of case that can help you present to people or showcase what's really going on.
But he called it off, Art. He called it off. That his sisters continued to run with it, fine. But once the pastor said it was over, most Black...
See, this is one of the things when he talks about the sisters, they tell you to run with it, that's fine. So let's stay with Umar Johnson. He is for the Black women and the Black sisters. And he disregards certain, issues that could happen because his allegiance towards the Black sisters. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Black sisters. I'm just saying there has to be a point where we come to a center line to understand that we can't we can't be biased too. We have to stand firm. But it's difficult because you're taking these politically correct positions.
We'll go back to Target. So I can't really fault Jay-Z for going through Target when the boycott had been called off. It's kind of hard. Now, if Pastor was still on the boycott, Art, then
Okay, yes, good. I understand. You can't fault Jay-Z. Okay. So let's get down to the bread and the butter.
Yeah, this was wrong. But if it was called off, I cannot blame him. That's where I'm at with it. Now, do I think the white power structure made Jay-Z work with Target so they can recoup some of the money they lost to the boycott?
It's interesting because, and I see this in the comments as well, they're saying art of the dialogue, where is he at? He just asks one question and then the interview just keeps going. It's like a rollout. So you heard Dr. Umar Johnson, he's asking himself the question. So Art, big up to yourself, but it's interesting that, I guess they feel comfortable. They could just, or they know that you're not gonna hit them with so many questions, like back to backs. So they'll just have their own questions so that they can pretty much steer their own conversation, which is actually pretty intelligent because then you steer the narrative on how it should go, which is one of the best things that you could do.
I think that could be possible. I can see the white power structure telling Jay-Z, we need you to do this in order to help Target recoup some of the money that they lost during the boycott.
My question right now is, when these moguls or icons or substantial public figures, when they come on these public platforms, it's not their own platform. The ones who are hosting or the ownership, they're going to use their content over and over and over again. So my question is, if you know this, what is your plan? Do you plan to connect this interview to bring your audience or the audience to your side of the fence? I don't know, or just to have your name relevant. Sometimes I just trying to figure out, like, what's the purpose of going on these major platforms if you don't have a product to sell that's visible? I'm just curious about that. Or is there like an agenda? Anyways, like I always say, we got to put God first. Christ is king. It's a spiritual warfare, guys, that we're having, and we need to come together with the Spirit of God. We need to be in the scriptures, and we need to praise God. And that's how we're going to be saved through all this madness. But we still need to keep up to date with what's going on in today's time. All right, guys, peace and love. Much blessings to everybody, and we out.